From Murshidabad to Minorities, India draws the line amid Bangladesh's provocations. Bangladesh's interim government, economist and Nobel laureate Muhammad Yunus, has significantly altered the dynamics of country's relations with India. The neighbouring country's comments on communal violence in West Bengal's Murshidabad district has further complicated the relationship. New Delhi has strongly rejected the remarks and asked Dhaka to instead address the persecution of minorities within its own borders. The interim government's recent remarks and decisions have caused concern for India, including Yunus' statement on Siliguri corridor and his meeting with Chinese President. The removal of Sheikh Hasina in August 2024, perhaps, was a big setback as Dhaka under the ousted Prime Minister managed to skillfully balance its ties between New Delhi and Beijing. This isn't the case any longer. The interim government's foreign and economic policies began aligning more closely with China last month. This came after Yunus' meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping. The move strained Bangladesh's ties with India, and intensified New Delhi's concerns regarding its neighbouring regions. Unsurprisingly, Yunus' first state visit to Beijing March 26 to 29 signalled Dhaka's foreign policy tilt towards China under the interim government. Further, what complicated matters was Yunus' remark that India's northeast is landlocked, and Bangladesh is the sole guardian of the ocean for this entire region. The statement prompted India to ramp up security preparedness at the Siliguri corridor. According to a report in Mathrubhumi, New Delhi has not only placed the powerful S-400 air defence system in the Siliguri region to deal with growing threats, but is also sending advanced Rafale fighter jets to the Hashimara airbase. The Siliguri corridor, often called as the Chicken's Neck, is a narrow stretch of land in West Bengal, India's only land link to its 8 northeastern states Manipur, Tripura, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland, Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, and brother Sikkim. It is sandwiched between Nepal and Bangladesh, with Bhutan and China just a few kilometers away. This critical choke point, just 22 kilometers wide at its narrowest point, has been India's strategic vulnerability. All land trade between northeast and the rest of the country travels through the Siliguri corridor. There is just a single railway line to carry freight across the Siliguri corridor. For many years, the Siliguri corridor has been seen as a weak spot in India's defence setup. After the 1962 war, military experts have often warned that if an enemy, especially China, carries out a well-planned attack, it would cut off India's northeastern states from the rest of the country in just a few hours. Nanan Sheikh Mujibur Rahman's residence vandalized on February 5. Protesters in Dhaka vandalized the historic residence of Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, Bangladesh's founding father, located at 32 Dhanmondi. The attack coincided with a virtual address by his daughter, former PM Sheikh Hasina, from her exile in India. The Ministry of External Affairs condemned the act, and said it is regrettable that the historic residence of Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, a symbol of the heroic resistance of the people of Bangladesh against the forces of occupation and oppression, was destroyed on February 5, 2025. All those who value the freedom struggle that nurtured Bangla identity and pride are aware of the importance of this residence for the national consciousness of Bangladesh. This act of vandalism should be strongly condemned. Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri emphasized the responsibility of the government to protect such sites. The safety of diplomatic premises is the responsibility of the host government, and I have no doubt that the Bangladesh authorities are fully aware of their responsibilities in this regard, he said. The reaction did not go down well with Yunus-led government, which called India's remarks on the incident unexpected and unwarranted. They attributed the violence to Hasina's provocative statements from India. Controversial social media post by Yunus aide last year. Mahfuz Alam, a student leader and special aide to Muhammad Yunus, shared a note-related Facebook post on Bangladesh's Victory Day December 16, 2024. The post included a provocative map depicting Indian territories West Bengal, Assam, and Tripura as part of Bangladesh and accused India of policies aimed at containing and ghettoizing Bangladesh. India strongly protested on the issue. Maya spokesperson Randir Jaiswal said, "We have registered our strong protest on this issue with the Bangladesh side. We understand that the post being referred to has reportedly been taken down. We would like to remind all concerned to be mindful of their public comments." While India has repeatedly signaled interest in fostering relations with the people and the interim government of Bangladesh, such comments underline the need for responsibility in public articulation. Violence against Hindu minorities. Following the political upheaval in Bangladesh, there were reports of targeted violence against Hindu minorities, including attacks on temples and properties. Prime Minister Narendra Modi expressed concern, stating, "We hope for an early return to normalcy, ensuring the safety and protection of Hindus and all other minority communities." Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri also visited Dhaka in December last year and conveyed India's concerns regarding the safety and welfare of minorities. He emphasized the need for a constructive approach to ensure their protection. Swipe left for next video. Extradition request for Sheikh Hasina. After her ouster, former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina sought refuge in India. Bangladesh's interim government requested her extradition to face charges related to the unrest during her tenure. India, however, has not complied with the extradition request, citing diplomatic sensitivities. This decision has contributed to growing anti-India sentiment in Bangladesh. During a meeting at the BIMSTEC summit in April 2025, PM Modi urged Yunus to avoid divisive rhetoric that could further strain bilateral ties. Latest blogs.